in regards to AI, you stated when robots become conscious, when they also, like humans and animals, become capable of suffering or of enjoying their lives, they certainly should have rights. The current work we're doing at Convergence Analysis, um, basically, one of the topics that comes up, of course, is that of consciousness. Have you given any thought to how we might determine the emergence of such a property in AI? Like, is there a Blade Runner Voight-Kampf type of test? Is there an ultimate Turing test for this sort of thing?
I've given some thought to it, and I've also talked with other people who've given a lot more thought of it about it. In fact, we had a 2-day conference at the beginning of October in Princeton on AI, conscious machines, and animals. And day 1 was about AI and conscious machines, and day 2 was essentially about AI and animals and the impact that AI is already having on large numbers of animals. And people, if they want to look at that, can go online to the website of the University Center for Human Values at Princeton and can listen to tapes of that. But there are people at that conference who thought more about this than I have. Nick Bostrom from Oxford, for example, was one. Jeff Sebo from New York University. Quite a few people. Harry Shevlin. Quite a few others, philosophers who've thought about this. And I don't think we really were able to reach a conclusion. I should mention Kristen Andrews, who's a Canadian philosopher at York, and is concerned about animals, which animals are sentient, as well as the possibility of sentient AI. So yeah, everybody said, the Turing test has really been thrown out the window, because you can already these large language models, the chatbot 4.0, for example, GPT chat, sorry, I should say, for 4.0, is pretty close to passing the Turing test. It's very hard to tell whether you're chatting with that or with a human who is typing out at the other end, except that I guess ChatGPT is a lot faster, so you would need to slow down ChatGPT so that it could really fool you that it wasn't a human. So I don't think that test is going to work. I think we're going to have to try in a way to look under the lid and see what the programming is that is producing this result. That's not going to be easy to do, because increasingly it's AI that is doing the program writing. So it's a bit of a black box. It's not clear that we will be able to decipher what's going on. So it's a serious problem, I think, as to how we will be able to tell whether an AI is genuinely conscious or is a unconscious machine programmed to mimic the reactions of a conscious being.